Hello?
Hey, can I speak to the official Nike representative for the UK?
Here he is, man. Here he is. You've got him.
What's going on, bro? How are you?
I'm good, man. And you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Good, man.
Yeah, just recording the pod. I thought I'd give you a call because I know you were at the Breaking GB camp this weekend, right?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Sick. How was it? What was it actually? I know obviously it was a training camp, but I don't really know much else.
Well, it was like the first one, sort of, I guess. So it was a little bit like random for both parties.
Okay.
It was sort of like it was kind of like a camp, but there wasn't too much on the physical side of things. There was only small sort of sessions of practice and small sort of drills that were helpful. But it was mainly about sort of discussing, I guess, what we needed to take it to the next step, of course, like in terms of facilities, what we would benefit from mostly.
Yeah.
From outside and inside factors, things that obviously Breaking GB have got going on and what they're doing at the moment, and sort of plans for the future, and also just especially the weekend coming in Paris for the WDSF World Finals, sort of how things are going to work for the Olympics, how things are shaping up, and what we need to be basically doing. It was more about like goal planning and physical assessments with physios and stuff like that.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool. And it was like kind of letting you know what to expect in Paris and all that as well.
Yeah, no, exactly that. So it's letting us know what to expect in Paris, like the round system, sort of a brief for it. So it's quite helpful towards Paris. So yeah.
Sick. And I saw you were doing also like a brief on the anti-doping regulations and stuff.
Yeah. So we did some anti-doping stuff as well, which is of course quite useful because some of the things that are like medication, everyday medication, can also sort of be banned substances. And then you have like in-season and out-of-season allowances of what you can and can't take. And then you have like websites and platforms where you can check specific products and stuff as well. So that was quite useful, actually.
Oh, sick. Yeah, because in my head I was like, you figure it's just like don't take drugs before you battle.
Yeah,
but like, there's way more to it than that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Even your supplements, man. Like, there's a lot of banned stuff in the supplements.
Really? Because of like how they help you train, or?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's more so the ingredients that's in them.
Right.
And like I said, it gets a little bit even more techy because certain things you can take in season and certain things you can't. And then it changes when you're not training or not in season or preparing for a big event or something like
that. For breakers, what counts as like in and out of season?
I don't think we have an in and out of season, to be honest, because it's always 24/7, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like really, but I guess it would be if we're in camp sort of thing, or if we're in a certain specific preparation for an Olympic or WDSF event. I guess that would be the only way to sort of monitor it, or sort, because it's really hard, isn't it? Like I was saying, like in terms of like sports and stuff, you look at like periodization and when we need to be best prepared for certain events, but how can you actually do that if we're supposed to? Well, sometimes we're competing every single weekend.
Yeah, there's not really like a season when it stops. Even it's just kind of all year round.
Yeah, and I think it's more about you as an individual, about your goals and what you want to achieve. For example, what events that you actually want to win at and what you want to go for, and everything that comes before that is a part of that peaking period.
Interesting. Okay, cool. And who was at the camp, like participants wise?
So it was supposed to be me, Sonny, and Shaku for the boys.
Yeah.
So me and Sonny because we were first and second at the WDSF, and Shaku because he's obviously been repping quite hard. And then for the girls, it was Roxy and Shortbread because again they won the first and second at WDSF, and then Tara because she would have been able to do the WDSF stuff if she was old enough. But there was a bit of confusion, I believe, about her ages, like the age that she couldn't do it. So I think that it was that she would have been able to do the qualifiers, but in Paris, because of the age restrictions or something like that, it might not have been possible for her to actually go. Right. So it was only fair to sort of involve her and include her. But again, it's one of them where it's like the first one. I know that they want to do a lot more bigger ones, better ones, but this was just sort of like an introduction. I guess a test, really.
Yeah, for both of you guys, I guess. Like, for them as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, first time, so you never know.
And Tara will be she'll be eligible for the Olympics, or no?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe she'll be eligible for it. Obviously, she is quite young still, but I'm pretty sure she will be as long as she's obviously amongst that bracket.
Yeah, it's another two and a bit years, isn't it?
Yeah, and the blessed thing is with her, she got so long, so she has like not only this Olympics, but maybe the next one or the next one after that. So
yeah, she's got a few coming up.
Yeah, she's got a few coming up. So even if it isn't this one, I mean, she's got a long career yet.
Yeah, sick. All right, dope. And Yeah, so mostly just that sort of stuff, and then a few like kind of practical sessions on like, was that more on like how to train for these things, or?
Not necessarily. It was more about us being open and discussing our weaknesses and discussing that sort of stuff and how we can sort of get better. But I mean, it was more just like drills, like some sort of top rock drills, some sort of like counts drills for.
Hello.
How to? Oh, you still hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Yeah. So it was just about like counts and stuff and how to tell your story and paint your rounds without doing too much. It was more about like being tactical. Learning when to do certain things, just being honest with, like, I was really honest with myself throughout the camp and just said that things that I struggle with and just tried to get suggestions and advice from the experience around and other b-boys around on what could help me get the next level sort of thing. It was like it was more, I guess, theory than practical, for sure. But yeah,
I figure cool. Also, like, for you guys to be at the level you're at, you have some level of practical stuff down.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of, do you know what I mean? Like, you have your training regime and stuff like that. So it's maybe more just like the theory is maybe more useful.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works is whatever works for you works. It's always nice to obviously have sort of advice and stuff, but obviously it's the professional side of things that we're lacking because we've never had it. So the camp was sort of an introduction to that, to find out what we need on that side of things, of course, what we have available at the moment, and just suggestions of going forwards with certain stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's really cool to hear. And like, I think it's dope that Breaking GB are kind of like doing that and like kind of guiding you guys towards these things if they're going to be the representatives for it,
Yeah, of course. No, definitely. They're definitely getting the ball rolling. And as sort of more funding comes in, more recognition sort of comes in from both ends, I guess, more facilities are available. I'm sure that I know that they want to do many, many more camps with more people, up and coming people.
Yeah.
So not just like a select amount, not just for a day and a half. They want to do sort of 5-day camps and stuff like that.
Sick. That'd be dope, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to think if there's anything else I was going to ask you. And it was at Sadler's, right? So I guess Breaking Convention had something to do with it?
Yeah, so I believe Sadler's Wells or Breaking Convention, I'm not 100% sure, is one of the partners of Breaking GB.
Got yeah. Because they did that. Obviously, really the WDSF qualifier was at Sadler's as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sick. All right, man. Yeah, that's it. I just kind of wanted to catch up and check how it went and stuff. Obviously, we're trying to get you on the pod, so when you're in London, come through anytime, bro.
Definitely, man. I want to get on it, so 100%.
Sick. Yeah, and congrats for everything, man. I'm super happy to see everything that's going well for you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
All right, catch you soon, yeah?
Take care, man. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Peace, bro.
All right, well, if you didn't know by the content of that phone call, that was Kid Karam. Yeah, so obviously Breaking GB ran this camp over the weekend. Yeah, I guess Karam kind of said everything about that, but yeah, shout out to Breaking GB for running that. I think it's dope, especially like if that was the first one to start to build towards like kind of bigger training camps. I know they aren't dreaming small, so I'm sure that's going to turn into like some real big shit, especially the closer we get to the Olympics. So yeah, that's that. What else happened this week? That's a good question. There was a few events. Well, all right, let's start with Dance Your Style got cancelled. So it was set to be in Johannesburg on the 4th, so this coming weekend, which incidentally is the same day as the WDSF qualifier in finals in Paris. So Sunny, Karam, Shortbread, Emma, and Roxy. Shortbread is Emma. That wasn't another person. They're gonna be going to Paris on the 4th for the World Finals, and they obviously qualified in London last month, I guess, by coming first and second place. So Karam won and Sunny came second, and Roxy won and Emma Shortbread came second. So those four will go, and I think their placings determine where they'll be in the rankings when they go, because they have to do, I think, another prelim when they get there. But yeah, so obviously even by the time they got to the finals, they had already qualified, so that's super dope anyway. And I think that's a strong four to have out there repping the UK, so that's dope. Dance Your Style, which was what I started talking about and then got distracted, was supposed to be in Johannesburg in South Africa that same day. Obviously we had Jordan J Funk, who was going to be out there representing, but we also had Kieran Lay. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. I'm so bad with knowing how to pronounce people's surnames because I'm just on Instagram and I just see it written. It's Lai, so I think Lay. He won the online battle in the lockdown. So as part of that, it was like a Red Bull Dance Your Style like online edition. So as part of him winning, he would have also been eligible to go, and he was going to go and compete in these world finals. So I think that's something that a lot of people didn't know, that he was also qualified. But yeah, so Kieran won that. So it would have been both of them going, but it got cancelled. So there's this new variant and of the disease that shall not be named, the virus that shall not be named, because then it will put a warning on my video. Basically there's a new variant, and South Africa is on the red list of countries to travel to, and it's only essential travel. So that is no bueno, and they cancel it basically, which is a shame for the people competing, because obviously a trip to South Africa would have been dope. But yeah, I think they got like a prize. They got prize money as well as the trip, so they're not kind of left with nothing for their efforts, if that makes sense. But still annoying, because aside from wanting to go and compete and kind of beat the people, trip to South Africa would have been fun. So yeah, shout out to Jordan and Kieran. Sorry you couldn't get to do your trip. Maybe they'll do like Juste Debout and do next year and bring everyone back. On that note, actually, Juste Debout is coming back and it's in Dubai. The only kind of UK relevance is that all the people that won the Juste Debout UK in 2019 will be brought out to Dubai to compete in this Juste Debout in Dubai. As far as I'm aware, it's the first time the main finals of Juste Debout have been held anywhere but France, Paris. So that's a big change. And I know now, because when, not to go into too much like world news, but like when Juste Debout got cancelled in 2019 because of Corona, when it first hit, I said it. The Bruce announced, Bruce is the organizer of Juste Debout, he announced that like this would be the last Juste Debout ever, and everyone was like devastated and whatever. And then in April of this year, he said that he put a video up on YouTube, I think it was April, and said that the twins have become part of the organization of Juste Debout now, or they're like partners of it. I'm not sure. It's like they've joined the team board, that's what they said, and have become associates of the organization. I'm not sure exactly how that differs from being partners or whatever, but yeah, that's what they said. And then yeah, it's going to be in Dubai, and yeah, there hasn't been much else announced, no judges or anything. They've announced that there's going to be no live stream. Very annoying, because I'm not going to Dubai. But yeah, at least all the winners of Juste Debout UK in 2019 are being taken out there, which is dope. I think there was only Harry and Nick are the only two winners of Juste Debout UK who are from the UK. So shout out to them, and that'll be dope. As far as I'm aware so far, we haven't heard whether it's going to be every year in Dubai from now on, or if this is just a one-off, or what the deal is. Maybe they're seeing how it goes, and therefore I don't know what the deal is with Juste Debout UK in the future. I don't know whether they're going to run more Juste Debout UKs, but the winners will qualify to go to Dubai every year, or whatever. Or maybe it'll go back to Paris. I have no idea. But I would imagine they're seeing how this goes before they announce any kind of long-term plans. Yeah, I guess maybe a lot of people are going to go to Dubai. Who knows? There was like all them, I guess, like influencers and stuff flying out there, and everyone goes out there to party and stuff. So I don't know. I wonder how it's going to be with dancers who are notorious for partaking in substances, being in this sort of country, which I hear has quite strict laws on certain things. I don't know. I don't really know much about that. But yeah, it's called Juste Debout Renaissance, and it's in March 2022. So that's cool. Annoying that there's no live stream, but I wonder if there'll be videos, hopefully, because even the Paris ones in the past have not put up all the videos, so that's fun. Anyway, so that's happening. So Juste Debout, Red Bull cancelled their thing. WDSF is in Paris this weekend, so good luck to the team out there. And yeah, what else? There was a few events. So there was Textiles in Bradford. Lightfoot won. So we've spoken about it before, but he's part of Shepherd Gang and Primal Instincts, and he won the one-on-one break-in in Bradford, so shout out to him. Also, Mega and Oscar May won the 2v2 under 16 categories. Kane won. There was a cypher battle at Epic's jam. So Epic is Every Person Is Capable, and they had a jam called Level Up at Peckham Levels, and there was a cypher battle, and I think they chose the top 4, and they picked a winner from that. I don't know exactly anything. Well, I don't really know anything else besides that, and the fact that Kane won. Yeah, we spoke about Kane as well before. He's been putting in a lot of work, hitting a lot of different battles and stuff. So yeah, shout out to him. He's doing well, man, and keep it up. And then in Edinburgh there was a 2v2 All Stars battle by or the jam was called Rock What You Got. And Alley Cats won. So Kenneth and Robert. Kenneth is a popper and Robert is a b-boy, and they beat Sean and Motherfunk in the finals. Yeah, the video is on. If you go to Rock What You Got's Instagram and you go to the link in their bio, there's the live stream and you can watch all the battles there. I'm assuming it's still up. It was when I last looked. Yeah. Beating Sean and Motherfunk is not easy. I don't know that I could do that. So shout out to Kenneth and Robert. Quite the achievement, lads. Yeah, what else in this week? There's not loads of like news. Besides what I've just spoken about. This weekend you've got besides the Paris event, you've got Kieran Warner is putting on a jam in Bristol. So if you're local to Bristol or have a car or have a spare day and want to get the train, it's one-on-one mixed hip-hop and popping in one category, which I think is a cool idea, and one-on-one all-stars. And yeah, so shout out to him for putting that on. I feel like I'm just saying shout out to everyone. Shout out to the world. Yeah, I guess we can keep it short. There's not so much news or anything happening that I know of. Few last little bits. Please email us with any events that you're doing, or if you see an event being put on or anything, please just message them and say, hey, have you put this on the Capsule event calendar, or have you emailed them? It's a real short form. And let us know if they're you don't need to have all the details if you don't know them. Just send me an email through the thing. If it's send one from you and just say there's this event, here's the Facebook thing. You don't have to be the organizer to send us events. This calendar that we have in the link in our bio on Instagram, it works when we all kind of participate. I know a lot of people said it was a good idea and they liked it and stuff, which is super dope. I'm happy that people like it. I'm doing my best to research events and try and find everyone and put them on there, but it's way easier for me if people can email me, then I know what's going on. I don't always hear about everything. I'm just one guy at this point, so doing my best. Please help me. What else? Yeah, tell a friend about the capsule if you listen. Or if you're following us or any of that. Yeah, gonna try and push the platform starting in January. Well, I'm trying to push it now, but I mean on to new heights from January, so we'll keep everyone informed, of course. Yeah, thanks everyone for listening. Hope you all have a good week. Yeah, I thought I'd keep it short and sweet this week because last week was an hour review of Black Dog. If you haven't seen the review or Black Dog, I would suggest checking them both out. Even if you haven't seen Black Dog, I think I speak in a way that it's like you can still enjoy the pod without having seen the show. I'm talking about the show a lot, but I'm, talking about things that are just interesting regardless of whether you've seen the show or not. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Catch you all next week, as usual, every Tuesday, as far as I can take this. Yeah, that's it really. Peace, guys.